please share what the future holds for public and private education? What will the new educational models and structures look like?
Yes, we're the Hybrid Children Collective, and we're so very pleased to share our vision because it is something that's already taking place in the galactic universe. And we think it's so appropriate that you're moving to this vision because without it, we cannot ground. There are obviously members of our hybrid collective that have chosen to embody already, and they are the ones that are forcing this change very unknowingly, but have chosen the perfect parents and teachers to show some contrast or resistance that is allowing the change to take place. Our vision is this. Many of us are born and installed with the remembrance of why we came. There is no deviation from that. It may be a strong belief or knowing, and it may come forth in some creative physical outlet. But we also have a telepathic ability to know where it grounds, to carve out a landing place for it that best suits the souls that need to receive it. And this is often where your education systems fail, is that they are all sending us into the same direction and into the same expression simultaneously, while not allowing us to have our own vision. And it's interesting that the teaching on your planet stems from such a restrictive source, where physical history, for example, is being taught as the only basis for understanding what's happened on your planet or throughout the universe. Many of us already know the Akashic history that we've landed within in great depth, but it's not that we can recall it deliberately. We feel it. We feel it within so strong that when it is shown to us in a different light, we cannot choose it. So for the model of education to land on the planet in a way that suits us could be no model. There could be no model of education that would allow us to each craft an individual vision that we already know we have and feel our way telepathically into the areas where we create it best. So it's important to note that what's dismantling in the education system is setting up the perfect platform for the freedom of expression of a genetic lineage that all of you carry, that we're coming back to demonstrate to you as physical souls. The disclosure that you desire on the planet is coming in the form of your children. And we look at the ability to serve them as allowing them to show the way as opposed to showing them the way. And this is a much different model than what many of you have accepted. It is most important for us to share with you the feeling that holds us back from coming to the earth. Because it isn't that the model isn't complete yet that prevents us from grounding. But the fear that you have for future generations not being able to carve out a path that keeps them safe and comfortable, that holds our experience from you separate. Because we could not vibrate in so much fear and uphold the frequency of faith and trust in our own vision. That is the difference that must be shored up. And it takes a movement within the teachers and the parents. It is a generational difference that has to be shored up in order for that gateway to open, for us to be ushered forward through the lack of resistance to controlling the outcomes of a generation that already understands where they are going. So we look at what's happening on the ships that we are currently present upon as being a model for your earth. We are often presented with different multidimensional guides and teachers, not who are telling us how to do things, but who are showing us evidence in real time of what we are capable of. They're offering holographic models to us that simulate the future and raising up the unique and variant genetics in different applications through their own presence. For example, and this is a soul that's popping in. I welcome him. He's an Arcturian human hybrid. And he says, my greatest joy is to see and experience the form of different extra-dimensional mentors and teachers. It's a surprise to me to see what characteristics they will have and how different they will be from my own. And often we play a game where we vision into each other's eyes and we deliberately see how similar we are, even though seemingly different and physical. We see where we've been on timelines together in the past and how that energy is nourishing and supporting us. It is like a game that shows us the truth of who we are without telling it to us, but uncovering it within. This is what we desire for humanity and the future of your education system.